हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे।
गौर भक्त वृंदा, जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव सदी गौर भक्त वृंदा। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव सदी गौर भक्त वृंदा। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते, गोपेश गोपीकांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी, वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। बोलो श्री राधे गोलोकानंद भगवान की जय। भागवतम की जय। बोलो श्री महाभागवतम पुराण की जय। हरे कृष्णा everyone. हरे कृष्णा निशा, हरे कृष्णा अजय,
हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु, हरे कृष्णा। So we will continue with Srimad Bhagvatam. Yesterday we read the श्लोक 1.6.16 जिसमें देव ऋषि नारद जी को भगवान के साक्षात दर्शन होते हैं। So we'll read it one more time. So हरे कृष्णा रीना जी। ध्यायत क्षणाम्भोजं भावनिर्जित चेतसा, ओतकंठ्याशु कलाशक्षय हृदयासीन्मे शरणे हरिः। So as soon as I began to meditate upon the lotus feet of personality of Godhead, with my mind transformed in transcendental love, tears rolled down my eyes, and without delay, the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna appeared on the lotus of my heart. Okay? So Sri Dev Rishi Narad ji बता रहे हैं, right? कि अश्रु कला चक्षे, say tears rolled down my eyes, आंखों से अश्रु की गंगा बहने लगी, और जैसे ही मन समर्पित हो गया, भगवान श्री कृष्ण का साक्षात्कार हुआ। तो ये जैसे कल रसिक श्याम प्रभु भी बता रहे थे, राइट? पहले ज्ञान का संचार हो गया, फिर स्पिरिचुअल ओपुलेंस हो गया, और उसके बाद में जब प्रेम भक्ति से समर्पित हो जाते हैं, डिवोशन हो जाता है, तो देव ऋषि नारद जी बता रहे हैं कि उन्हें भगवान का साक्षात्कार हुआ। और ये अभी अपन सबके लिए बता रहे हैं कि अगर मन से समर्पण हो जाता है, प्रेम भक्ति हो जाती है, and the tears roll down my eyes, and the tears roll down the eyes, and मन में बहुत प्रबल इच्छा जब हो जाती है, तो भगवान श्री कृष्ण का साक्षात्कार होता है और हो सकता है। So this is the श्लोक, and then I was looking at something which I thought like how do we do this प्रेम भक्ति? कई लोग बोलते हैं कि हमें तो आंसू आते नहीं हैं, तो कई संत लोग बोलते हैं कि आंसू नहीं आते हैं तो इसलिए आए कि क्यों नहीं आते। तो मैं एक वीडियो देख रहा था, आई विल प्ले दैट फॉर 3 minutes। देवी चित्रलेखा जी हैं, आई एम नॉट श्योर आपने उनका नाम सुना है कि नहीं। इट्स अ वेरी नाइस वीडियो व्हिच शोज प्रेम भक्ति। कैन यू सी?
यस
So we'll see it for 3 minutes.
जाएंगे और मैं आपकी कृपा से वंचित क्योंकि ये मेरा प्रथम जन्म नहीं है। न जाने कितने और जन्मों में भटकते भटकते मेरे जन्म बीत गए, लेकिन अब की बार मैं आपकी शरण में हूँ और आप मुझ पर कृपा अवश्य करेंगे, ये मेरा विश्वास है, ये मेरी आशा है। और उस आशा से भक्त कहता है, पहले भी व्यर्थ हुआ कई बार मेरा जीवन,
पहले भी व्यर्थ हुआ कई बार मेरा जीवन,
पहले भी व्यर्थ हुआ कई बार मेरा जीवन, मैं तोड़ नहीं पाया मोह माया के बंधन,
मैं तोड़ नहीं पाया मोह माया के बंधन,
अब की बारी बचा लीजिए,
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 राधा रानी कृपा,
राधा रानी कृपा कीजिए, महारानी कृपा कीजिए,
मुझे अपना बना लीजिए,
मुझे अपना बना लीजिए,
आंचल में छुपा लीजिए,
आंचल में छुपा लीजिए,
राधा रानी कृपा कीजिए।
राधा रानी कृपा कीजिए।
So,
It's beautiful.
तो राधे रानी कृपा कीजिए, तो ऐसी भक्ति मिले कि हम भी प्रेम भक्ति की तरफ बढ़ सके। तो इस श्लोक में नारद जी को श्री कृष्ण भगवान के दर्शन होते हैं। विल कंटिन्यू। चीनू।
प्रेमाति भरा निर्भिना पुलकांगो तिनिर्वृता आनंद संप्लवे लिनो नापश्यम ubhayam mune. O Vyasdeva, at that time, being exceedingly overpowered by feelings of happiness, every part of my body becomes separately enlivened. Being absorbed in an ocean of ecstasy, I could not see both myself and the Lord.
So Sri Naraji gets absorbed in an ocean of ecstasy. Anand Sampalave, Ravi.
रूपं भगवतो यतन्मना कान्तं शुचापहम् अपशयन् सह सोत्यस्ते वैकव्याहुमना इव. The transcendental form of the Lord, as it is, satisfies the mind's desire and at once erases all the mental inconsistencies. Upon losing that form, I suddenly got up, being perturbed as is usual when one loses that which is desirable. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right? So Sri Narad जी को साक्षात्कार होता है और फिर बाद में वो फॉर्म जब लुप्त हो जाता है तो नारद जी suddenly got up from the meditation, right? And let's see what happens next. Nisha?
दीर्दुक्षस्तदहं भूयः प्रणिधाय मनोहृदि वीक्षमाणोऽपि नापश्यं वितृप्त इवातुरः. I desire to see again that transcendental form of the Lord, but despite my attempts to concentrate upon the heart with eagerness to view the form again, I could not see him anymore and thus dissatisfied. I was very much aggrieved. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So it is so important, right? Dev Rishi Narad ji kar hai. Okay. I desire to see the transcendental form again, but in spite of my attempts to concentrate again, I could not see him anymore. Right? So you see him when you have that particular prem bhakti, that particular moment, right? And after that, your Naraji is very much dissatisfied because he is not able to see that form again. Mukesh?
एवं यतंतम विजने मामा हागोचारी गिराम गंभीर अग्लक्षण वाचा शुच prasham yaniva. Seeing my attempts in that lonely place, the personality of Godhead, who is the transcendental to all mundane description, spoke to me with gravity and pleasing words just to mitigate my grief. Hare Krishna.
So Lord Krishna is speaking. Anilji?
Antasmi janmani bhavan mama drashtimiharati avipakvak shayanam durdashor aham kuyoginam. O Narada, the Lord spoke, I regret that during this lifetime you will not be able to see me anymore. Those who are incomplete in service and who are not completely free from all material taints can hardly see me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right, so during this lifetime of Dev Rishi Naraji, will not be able to see Lord Krishna anymore. So what is going on right now, right? Dev Rishi Naraji is telling Ved Vyasji about, Ved Vyasji asked him a question, right? What happened after you were born as a child to a maid servant, and then after that, now you are in this eternal form. So tell us the whole history, what happened, and how do you remember like what happened? So that's what Dev Rishi Narad is explaining to Ved Vyasji, right? So he had a darshan and now he cannot see, but Lord Krishna is saying you will not be able to see me anymore during this lifetime. Hare Krishna, Rasiksham Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Ajay? Ajay, you are on mute.
Sakriti yadarshritam rutpe mit tatkamayatena matkamah shanakai sadhu sarvanju munchati hichayan. O virtuous one, you have only once seen my person, and this is just to increase your desire for me, because the more you hanker for me, the more you will be freed from all material desires. Hare Krishna.
All right. The more you hanker for me, the more you will be freed from all material desires. Lord Krishna himself is telling this to Dev Rishi Narad, right? Mat kam hai shan ke hai. More you hanker for me. Sadhu is all the devotees. Sarvanu muchyati richayana. Right? You will be freed from all material desires. So more and more we get into devotion, more we desire Lord Krishna, right? More we will be freed from all material desires. Sumit?
Satya se vyadhi Satya se vyadhi dirgha api jata mani dridhamati hitva vadik mimam lokam ganta manjan tamsi. By service of the absolute truth, even for a few days, a devotee attains firm and fixed intelligence in me. Consequently, he goes on to become my associate in the transcendental world after giving up the present deplorable material worlds. Hare Krishna.
Rasiksha Prabhu.
मतिर्मयि निबद्धेयं न विपद्येत कर्हिचित् प्रजा सर्ग निरोधे अपि स्मृतिश्च मद अनुग्रहात्. Intelligence engaged in my devotion cannot be thwarted at any time, even at the time of creation as well as the time of inhalation. Your remembrance will continue by my mercy.
Right. So do we see this? Like even at the time of creation of this world, right? As well as at the time of annihilation, like when the world is destroyed, and then after it's created again, because Brahmaji is 1 day is whatever, 4 billion, 32, your remembrance will continue by my mercy. So that's what Lord Krishna is telling Dev Rishi Narad. So that's why Dev Rishi Narad remembers everything. So that is the answer to what Ved Vyasji is asking Dev Rishi Narad. Rinaji?
एतावद्दुक्त्वोपरराम तन्महद् भूतं नभो लिंगम लिंगमीश्वरम् अहं च तस्मै महतां महीयसे शेषनावनामं विदधेऽनुकम्पितः. Then that supreme authority, personified by sound and unseen by eyes, but most wonderful, stopped speaking. Feeling a sense of gratitude, I offered my obeisances unto him, bowing my head. Hare Krishna.
Right. It's like Akashvani, right? Or Krishna ji ki Vani, Sri Dev Rishi Narad ji sunke, and that is stopped. And that time Dev Rishi Narad ji did a pranam, Shishnar Vinam, right? Did pranam to Lord Krishna. Namanyanantasya tu trapah pathan ruhani bhadrani kritani chmashman gam paryantatam santushtamana gatispraha kalam pratikshan vimado vimatsarah. Thus I began chanting the holy name and fame of the Lord by repeated recitation, ignoring all the formalities of the material world. Such chanting and remembering of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord are benedictory. So doing, I traveled all over the earth, fully satisfied, humble, and unenvious. Right? So that's what Dev Rishi Narad is saying. So once that happened, then Dev Rishi Narad ji, Ruhani Bhadrani Kritani Chashmaran, so started chanting and reciting Lord Krishna's name. Okay. Mukesh?
Swam Krishna Mater Brahman Nastak Tasya Amal Evam Krishna Mater Brahmana Sanasaktasya Syamal Latmanah Kalaha Pradhur Bhut Kale Tadit Soda Maniyatha. And so Brahman Vyasadev, in due course of time, I who was fully absorbed in thinking of Krishna and who therefore had no attachments, being completely freed from all material taints, met with death as lightning and illumination occur simultaneously.
Right. So who is saying this? Like, who therefore had no attachment, being completely freed from material taints, met with death. Who is that?
Dev Rishi Narad.
Dev Rishi Narad, right? So Dev Rishi Narad is saying, after all that reciting, traveling around the world, and continuously reciting the name of Lord, no? Then getting free from the attachments, then he met with death, right? As lightning and illumination occurred simultaneously. what he's saying is basically he could see like next body is transcendental, spiritual, right? So that's what Devrishi Narad is mentioning here. Sumit?
जयमने मयि ताम शुद्धां भागवती तनुम आराब्धा कर्म निर्वाणो न्यापतत पंच भौतिक. Having been awkward a transcendental body, befitting an associate of the personality of Godhead, I quit the body made of 5 material elements, and thus all acquired fruitive results of work, karma, stopped. Hare Krishna.
So this is Devrishi Narad's history, right? So in the previous sloka we saw, like he could see he quit the body made with 5 material elements. Panch bhautik hai. What are those 5 elements? 5 material elements?
Agni, Vayu, Jal.
Right? Agni, Vayu,
Akash,
Akash,
Dharti,
Prithvi, right? So those are the 5 elements. Everything is made up of, in physical, in material world, is made up of those 5 elements. And each of those elements in turn is made up of those 5 elements as well. So this body is Devrishi Narad. He quit this body of 5 material elements and he was awarded a transcendental body. Okay. So this is Devrishi Narad's story. Isha?
Kalpant idamadaya shayanemb sudavantah shishayeshor ranu pranam vivishen taraham vipo. At the end of the millennium, when the personality of Godhead, Lord Narayan, lay down within the water of devastation, Brahma began to enter into him along with all creative elements, and I also entered through his breathing. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So at the end of the millennium, what happens? Devastation, annihilation, right? And then again the creation happens. But all those things happen, but the souls which are associated with the super souls, they remain, right? So I also entered through his breathing. Is Devrishi Narad is saying, right? Through Lord Narayan's breathing. And Naradji is supposed to be son of
Brahma.
Lord Brahma, right? So he's son of Lord Brahma, but he is incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Right, I think we have 3 minutes only, so we'll just stop here. Siksham Prabhuji, anyone, any comments? Anyone?
हाँ, तो इसमें पिछले के 4-5 श्लोकों में हमने देखा कि जैसे पिछले कल मैंने बताया कि स्पिरिचुअल ऑपुलेंसेस नारद जी को हार्ट में प्रकट होने लगे, उनको अनुभव होने लगा, स्पिरिचुअल साक्षात्कार होने लगे। फिर भगवान ने उनको क्या दिया? अपना ग्लिम्स दिया, अपना दर्शन दिया, और फिर उन्होंने स्टॉप कर दिया। तो नारद जी कैसे हो गए? पागल जैसे उन्मत्त हो गए। फिर भगवान ने आकाशवाणी के माध्यम से उनको बताया। फिर जब नारद जी चैंटिंग, हियरिंग यानी साधना करने लगे, आफ्टर लॉन्ग साधना उनका जो मटेरियल अटैचमेंट था वो सारा खत्म हो गया और ही बिकम टोटली प्योर। उसके बाद जब तो प्योर, तो नारद जी का लंबा समय देखिए। हमारे साथ भी बीइंग ए साधका, हमारे साथ भी ऐसा होने वाला है। डिपेंड्स ऑन gravity of our sadhana, how we are doing, how grave we are in our sadhana, हमारा प्यूरिफिकेशन होगा। तो नारद जी को इतना मिलेनियम लगा, इतना टाइम लगा। फिर इनहेलेशन में उसमें क्या है, भगवान विष्णु जब प्रलय का टाइम आता है तो भगवान विष्णु श्वास लेते हैं। ऐसा इनहेल किया तो पूरा वर्ड इंक्लूडिंग ब्रह्मा उनके शरीर में प्रवेश कर जाता है और नेक्स्ट वन नाइट ऑफ ब्रह्मा, जब भगवान विष्णु बाबा सांस छोड़ते हैं तो क्रिएशन बिगिन, सारा चीज भगवान के इससे शुरू हो जाता है आना। तो नारद जी भी वैसे ही भगवान के शरीर में प्रवेश कर गए और ये वन फुल नाइट ऑफ ब्रह्मा जी ही रिमेन इन द, ये उनके पेट में, भगवान के पेट में रहे। फिर ब्रह्मा जी जब प्रकट हुए भगवान के नाभि कमल से, तो फिर नारद जी ब्रह्मा जी से प्रकट हुए विद ट्रांसीडेंटल बॉडी, जो आज हमारे पास अवेलेबल है उनका बॉडी। तो अगर हम इस तरह से प्रोसेस फॉलो करेंगे तो हमारे साथ भी ऐसा ही होने वाला है। वी ऑल विल गेट ट्रांसीडेंटल बॉडी एंड विल रिमेन स्टे इन कृष्ण लोका परमानेंटली।
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. No? Very nice explanation. And since Naraji's episode we are reading, we'll continue with, we have only 1 minute, but that's okay.
Bolo Narayan Narayan Hari Hari. Bolo Narayan Narayan Hari Hari. Bhajo Narayan Narayan Hari Hari. Bhajo Narayan Narayan Hari Hari. Jai Narayan Narayan Hari Hari. Jai Jai Narayan Shriman Narayan